You know, I mentioned before that I've been in the mental health field and psychology for a long, long time. And one of the things that I see is that oftentimes people think things are purely psychological when oftentimes they're really not. Oftentimes there are big neurological components to them. Things like OCD and PTSD, things like that, where people think, oh, what, we just need to sit down and talk about this and everything will be better. Not the case. And there's something that I think is going on that if you don't understand it, it's really unfair to you. And I want to explain what that is. This is the neurobiology of anorexia. And this is, I want to explain this simply, so don't glaze over here. But there's an amino acid called tryptophan. And we get tryptophan in our diet. And tryptophan is where we get serotonin. Okay, now serotonin is a neurotransmitter in your brain. And what we know about serotonin is if it is low, that results in depression. And everybody's understood that for a long time. So if you get somebody that comes in and they're depressed, then we give them medications that lift those levels, and so they're not so depressed anymore. That's why antidepressants work. What people don't know is having too much serotonin is also bad, because if you have too much serotonin, that leads to anxiety, panic, and irritability. So here's what happens. If you have anxiety, you're prone to panic and irritability, then you lose your appetite. Nobody wants to eat when they're having a panic attack. Having a panic attack, your heart's pounding, you're all nervous and upset, like a chili dog? No thanks. Who wants to eat when they're paralyzed with anxiety? So they stop eating. And you know what happens when you stop eating? Then you stop getting tryptophan. And when you stop getting tryptophan, then you stop getting serotonin. And when you stop getting serotonin, then you stop feeling anxiety, panic, and irritability. So what happens then? Well, your brain says, oh no, I'm too smart for that. I'm going to start wringing every little bit out I can. And so it does that. And so you then say, okay, I'm going into starvation mode. I'm going to stop eating so much that there's just not going to be any tryptophan, which means I'm not going to have any serotonin, because I'm going to stop this because I don't want to feel anxiety, panic, and irritability. True?
True.
You have a sense of control. Mm-hmm. And we already know you have all 5 personality characteristics. And if you just won't eat, where you can keep your serotonin levels down because you don't take in tryptophan, then you have this calmness about you. You have found a way to remain out of panic and anxiety. Your brain is playing a really big trick on you. So, here's my question. This isn't a matter of you've just decided, I don't want to eat. It's just a matter of your brain has discerned that food equals anxiety, food equals panic, food equals irritability, and unless and until somebody gives you a better way to control that than starvation, you're going to do what works.